Hey writers, I have loved having a diary, and one of my favorite things about December is to go back and assess where I'm at and look forward to the new year and buy my new diary. Unfortunately, this year I couldn't find the diary I wanted, so I decided to make it. Here it is. I'm going to open it up and show you. To be honest, the last 6 months I've kind of been losing love for the journal that I had. And I looked and I looked and looked for a new journal that kind of did what I wanted to do. I've spent a lot of time over the last few years really focusing on SMART goals and building and heading for things and all this kind of stuff. And I just went, you know what? I'm exhausted. I'm so tired of goal setting. Because what happens is you get to the goal and then you just got to do it again and you repeat and repeat and you're on this like hamster wheel going round and round and round. At least that's how it feels for me. So no goal setting this year. But the problem is I still want a planner. I guess what I really want is a pantser. I want a planner for pantsers. A planner that will help me track where I'm up to, what I'm doing, and keep me focused on what I want, but is more about how I feel about things, is more about finding my way through 2024. Doesn't exist. So, until now, that is, because I made one. So this is the Be version, the Becoming version, and this one is the kind of condensed version, because one of the things I hate about planners is flipping through pages, going around and round and round. You've got to go to the yearly spread, then the monthly spread, then the weekly spread, then the daily spread, and I feel like I spend all my time filling in the same details. And I know that it is really important to write these things by hand, and there are apps that will do this automatically. You put it in the day and it shows up in the year, and so on. But I really do believe that writing it down makes a huge difference. So what I've done is I've created 2-page, 2-week spreads. So I can see the whole month, the whole week, and I've got a little month in the corner. And then I have enough space, because the problem with the month ones is there's not enough space to write out what I'm doing on the day. So I have been using a week hourly planner, so that I don't have to do days, but I still have to do the months over. But this time, this way, I feel 2 weeks at a time. I don't need to do the month over. And rules are made to be broken, right? So you may notice there's little dots on my months up in the corner. I'm going to get to that. That's extremely exciting for the writers out there. That's very exciting. But let me talk to you about some of the other things that are in this planner. Like these little emotional check-ins and little questions, prompts. What friends are you going to see? What was fun? What do you want to keep doing? What do you want to do more of? Little coloring ins, special writing days. So Dr. Seuss's birthday, which is February 2nd, and a little Lorax who speaks for the trees to color in. Now this one is my Becoming one, because that's my word of the year. I'm going to Becoming. And so I got lots of little bees because that's fun. And the other version is not beefied. It is more traditional in feel. And instead of the bees, it has little stickers that remind you to have fun. But the bees made me smile. And so that other version also has and you can use it for this one as well, because you can make your own, because it's a pantser thing. I'm not judging you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. So there is also all the sheets that I did to create this. Everything on this wheel that you might need in this wheel of life, like your health, your friends, your loved ones, your fun, your spirituality, your career, and your finance. This year I'm going to focus on the things that I can control in my own head, in my own space, and I am going to focus on how I feel about things rather than judging my efforts and then kicking myself when I am too lazy to do the thing, or judging myself on results that I can't control and are completely outside my spectrum of influence. Instead, I'm going to focus on me and being happy. And I'm going to do this on the different quadrants of the life wheel. You may have seen this life wheel. It's in a lot of journals. But in my wheel, you'll see there's a difference. In my wheel, there's not a list of numbers from 1 to 10. It's about feelings. And I've intentionally used emojis and not identified what they are, because I want you to qualify them on how you feel and what you feel about them. And it's meant to be done completely without judgment. We're just checking in with ourselves and what made us happy. We're going to do more of what makes us happy and what makes us feel good, and do less of what doesn't. We're going to start treating ourselves like children. Let me explain. So right now I have an 8-year-old going on 9, and it's my job to make sure that she brushes her teeth, which she doesn't always want to do, and goes to bed on time, which she doesn't always want to do. It's my job to make sure she goes to school. It's also my job to make sure she feels loved and nurtured and cared for. And if she says to me, I don't want to go to school today, I say, I'm sorry, you do need to go to school today, but let's find a time where you can have some you time, right? Just like any good parent. So I want to do that for myself, not to play hooky from work just because it feels good, not do what I need to do because I don't want to, but I am going to focus on checking in with myself and making sure that I am doing a good thing. I'm taking care of myself like I'm a child. We grow up and we move away from home and our parents don't take care of us anymore, but we are supposed to take care of ourselves. And that is what this diary is about. And it is also intended for writers with all of these wonderful writing opportunities in the front covers, which are identified in the monthly little cheat sheet up in the top that tells you that there's a deadline coming up in case you want to hit it. But it's not put into the calendar proper. It is only something if you decide that's one I want to hit. And the 2-week spread, as I said, is designed to give you enough room to write about what's going on, but not overwhelm yourself and have to write down things 3 times, because this is an app, it's writing it down, which experts say writing things down makes a huge difference in our mental health. And there's little coloring ins, and this one's got bees in it because the bees made me smile, but there's a bee-free version as well if you're not into bees. But the really exciting thing, and I told you I'd tell you what those little dots in the corner amount to, the really exciting thing is that I have put my list of all the different writing places to submit to, contests and fellowships and anything that I could possibly find. I left room for you to add more. I've got them worldwide and also in Australia specific, separate. So, and you can download these pages and you can print out only the ones you need, which is why I've done it that way. So if you don't need the Australian ones, just don't. And I'll constantly add to this list throughout the year in my Patreon account. So if you do sign up for Patreon, then you'll get all the updates. And like, I know all you writers are asking, what about the nanos? Well, I got you covered. There's Camp Nano in April, and I've even like replicated some of the badges there for you to color in and give yourself as you go through that nano process, which is super fun. Also in July, we have Camp Nano, and then we also have National Novel Writing Month in November. So even just for that, for the tracking and all that kind of stuff, it's super fun. And also other events as well, like the AuthorTube Writing Conference coming up in June, and lots of online events and opportunities that you can submit your work to, and all in one place. Perfect little writing journal. You can download that for free if you are a member of my Patreon, even at the lowest tier. And right now, the first 100 people that sign up will get tier 2 for the price of tier 1 for the lifetime of their membership. We're building a Discord community in tier 2, and so everyone in tier 1 will be automatically added to that to grow this community of writers who are going to support each other and get published in 2024 or 2025 or further, wherever you are in your writing journey. I celebrate you. If you want to see some other things from me